Look at your bank account. Really look at it. Does that number feel like a cage? We are told that wealth is about luck, or inheritance, or being in the right place at the right time. But what if that is a lie? What if the difference between you and a billionaire isn't a winning lottery ticket, but a specific, cold, and calculated software of the mind? I decided to find out. I spent 30 days living by the exact rules of the world's most successful investors. Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, the titans of industry. And let me tell you, it wasn't the glamorous life you see on social media. It was brutal, it was lonely, and it changed everything I thought I knew about money. Week 1. The audit. Most of us treat our finances like a messy junk drawer. We throw things in and hope for the best. But billionaires? They treat their lives like a high-stakes portfolio. I started by canceling every single subscription that didn't serve a purpose. I looked at my bank statements and realized I was bleeding cash on convenience, on distractions, on things I didn't even want. It felt like shedding skin. I was forced to confront the truth. I was paying for the privilege of being distracted. Every dollar is a vote for the person you want to become. Are you voting for your future, or are you just burning your resources on the present? By the second week, I hit the wall. The 80-20th rule. It sounds like a simple math trick, but it is a mental sledgehammer. Pareto's principle states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. I mapped out my day, and I was horrified. I was spending 80% of my time on low-leverage nonsense. Emails, mindless meetings, social media scrolling. I had to cut the fat. I started applying the Buffett 2-list strategy. I wrote down my top 25 goals, and then I circled the top 5. The other 20? I put them on an avoid-at-all-costs list. It felt like I was killing my own dreams, but in reality, I was just sharpening my focus into a weapon. Week 3 was where things turned dark. I stopped watching TV. I stopped listening to music. Instead, I spent 2 hours every single day reading. Not novels, not thrillers, but dense, difficult books on psychology, history, and economics. Why? Because billionaires don't just read to learn facts. They read to build mental models. They are trying to understand the underlying mechanics of the world so they can make better bets than everyone else. It was exhausting. My brain felt like a muscle that had never been used. But then, it happened. I started seeing patterns in the world that were invisible before. I wasn't just observing events anymore. I was predicting the outcomes. Then came the final week. Ray Dalio's radical truth. I had to record every single financial mistake I made. If I bought a coffee I didn't need, I wrote it down. If I made a reactive investment choice, I audited it. It was humiliating. We usually hide our mistakes from ourselves to protect our egos. But investors? They love mistakes. They treat them like data points. A mistake isn't a failure, it is an expensive lesson that you better not pay for twice. I stopped lying to myself. I realized that my financial anxiety wasn't caused by a lack of money, it was caused by a lack of honesty about how I was spending my time and my energy. So, what did I learn? The truth is, the habits of the wealthy are actually quite boring. They don't live in a world of constant excitement. They live in a world of extreme discipline, patience, and absolute focus. We think wealth is a destination of luxury, but it is actually a journey of subtraction. You don't get rich by adding more to your plate, you get rich by clearing everything away until only the high-leverage things remain. I'm not a billionaire, but for the first time in my life, I feel wealthy. Not because of what I own, but because I finally own my own focus. Thanks for exploring this with me. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.